few days.
Good morning. I'll start by telling you a little bit about me. This top picture is my family of origin. I was born in Boulder, Arkansas in 1957. And it was a very bad year to be born. It was the year that Orville Faubus said no more blacks are allowed in our schools. And I was sad to say I was from that state because of that. And that year I was born. But my family, my dad and two brothers are still living. And my two brothers and I are very close. I have one brother that's been very ill for a while and lives on oxygen and prayer and is still alive. My family today is my partner Hugo, which most of you have met, I think, except for the new people, and my son Ryan, who just graduated from graduate school, and I'm real excited about that, and he's doing a startup in the Bay Area right now. And most of you have met my dogs, and Jesse and Jasper in their Halloween costumes, and Tigger's not on here, and he's the cat that interferes and gets in the middle of everything and tears up everything, but he's a sweetheart. So this is my family. A lot of you don't know this about me, and that is that I'm extremely dyslexic. And doing a computer, I use a mouse upside down. And so most people go, when they see me, how do you do that? Well, that's why I don't like to be near computers. That's why I have a wonderful assistant who helps me through a lot of my computer challenges. What the gift of dyslexia is that I can walk into a client's house and they start talking about what their dreams are, and my brain gets wrapped around the entire house and everything the dream is. And my job is to create that dream and make that a reality. And so there are gifts to dyslexia. There are downfalls to it as well. Okay, Foundation of Details Design Studio. When I was in college, I was very committed to our environment, and I have been ever since. I worked at a recycling center. I really believe that our environment, and if we don't take care of it, there won't be a future for our children and our grandchildren and their children down the road. And so when I started thinking about opening a design studio, I wanted to do one that was environmentally friendly. We were, and I can't tell you now if we are or not, but when I did 7 years ago remodel the last time, we were completely green and the only interior design studio in the metro that was green. And I mean, we are run by PV solar. The paint on the walls is green. The flooring is green. Everything, meaning it is environmentally good. It does not have a large carbon footprint. And to me, that's really important for our environment. I always stand on a strong foundation of what I believe, and I take the spirit into my work, and I make my decisions from my heart. And there's a tile that is in our office that was given to me by a client that the day I opened up my studio. And I worked out of my home for about 8 years before I moved out to a studio. And the tile is a Gothic column with an angel standing on it holding a torch in the shape of a heart. And that day, she gave me that. Those words came out of my mouth. You stand on a strong foundation, you take the spirit into everything you do, and you make your decisions from your heart. And that's how, if I get into conflicts with clients, I try to make my decisions from my heart and come from a place that is not from greed, not from a place that is not heartfelt. Okay, the core of our business is that we always want to make sure that we support our foundation with strong, deep roots that allows us to continue in business and stay in business for a long period of time. And we do that by having listening is the number one thing to our clients, making sure that our clients are heard, and I'm not putting my design in their home. I'm putting their design and solving the solutions to their design issues, not my own. And also the important thing in creating the dreams of our clients is that we bring in people that are professional, honest, personable, creative, and above all, great listeners to the clients. Listening is probably the key, and often when you meet with a person, they don't know what they want. They don't have a clue. They say, well, I just want it to look good. Finding out what it is they want, reaching out to that person and drawing out of them, you know, ask them, what's their favorite color? They go, I don't know. Well, I wear a lot of this, I wear a lot of that. Okay, what colors make you feel good? What spaces in your home aren't working for you? What would make them better? It's asking them the right questions to get them to give you the right answers back so you can perform your job and do it well. And people think interior designers are expensive. I'm not hiring a designer. That's not someone I want to pay money to. Most people find that hiring an interior designer saves them money because someone gives you ideas before you make the mistakes on your own. Someone that is a professional, someone that has knowledge, someone that's been doing this for a long time. We know the current products. We know what's out there. We know what's sustainable versus green. Like a lot of people come up to me and go, oh, I want a bamboo floor because it's green. I go, it may be green, but it is not sustainable. Sustainability is actually the best thing you can do to be green and environmental and care about our future. Throwing things into our landfills are not the solutions to being green. Bamboo floors have a life expectancy of 20 years. They have a carbon footprint that comes across the ocean. They don't grow bamboo in this country. And I think they do grow some in Mexico, but it's not strong enough to make a floor out of. And a wood floor that is oak, that is made from an oak tree in this country, can stand up to 200 years of wear. And people don't realize that. They don't think that our own country produces something that's green. And oak, in my office, anybody that comes in there can see that our main walking area in there is a quarter sawn oak. People come in and think it's bamboo. And it's no, this is the United States. This was grown in the Midwest, has a low carbon footprint, and will last 100 years. We relieve client stress. Decisions when you're doing a house, whether or not it's a small remodel or whether or not it's a full brand new construction, the decisions can drive a client nuts. They're sitting there going, oh my gosh, I have to decide what fabric I want, or I want what color I want on the wall, or what tile I want. And it's hard. You have a professional help you. You can do that a lot faster and less stress and have some relief for the person that you're working with, whether or not it's residential or commercial property. We have fabulous project management right there. She manages the projects and makes sure that the right person's on the job site on the right day. We work with contractors and vendor management, making sure that all the products you buy, like if kitchen cabinets come in wrong, we make sure that's prepared and repaired properly, and you get everything fixed. We just had a project we worked on that the cabinets were an issue, and we held in there with the client till the very end to make sure that those cabinets are perfect for them. And we want to make sure that we can do everything we can to make the client's dream a reality. And not all dreams are realities, but we try. Okay, this is a house right up here that Dave and I just finished working on. And this house, the top right there, that is a kitchen that was the most deceiving kitchen I've ever worked on in my life. When the client called and hired me, 4 of her friends had referred her to me. I had worked on 4 of her friends' homes. And she said, the whole house is white. White, 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 white. I want color. Well, we now know why the house was all white. It hid the 1.5 inch transition in the flooring of how the house was off in about a 12-foot span. And white, white, white hides everything. And that's why we found this out. It was a very difficult house to work on. This house, when I walked in the house the very first day, I said, you know, I saw the pictures you showed me, and I really believe that your fireplace needs to move. I don't know how much money you want to spend on this remodel, but I think your fireplace needs to move to the other wall so that you have a view from your sofa of the flat irons. And we flipped things around. oh, how much will that cost? And we flipped that fireplace, transitioned that house, and made that fireplace in a space that it's visible from the living room, the dining room, and no longer taking away the view. And so that turned out to be wonderful. And so the fireplace in this house now is right here, and this faces south, and the sofa, and we'll show you a picture of that in just a second. And then the staircase, she said, oh, I don't want a clunky staircase. I want a staircase that's contemporary, and I want cables and stainless steel. So we did that, and we'll show you the picture of that in just a moment.
Barbie, you're a little over 10 minutes now. So.
Okay. This other home right here is a house that this client wanted all white. And we redid, it was a 2-bedroom condo, and both these projects were done during the flood. And this home, we redid both bathrooms, the kitchen, we redid everything but the carpet in the 2 bedrooms, repainted everything. And that house, we spent 10 days on generator during the flood, that condo, and we were able to get it done. This home here on the bottom, this is a home that was my first referral from TRP. It was a home up on Sugarloaf from Liz Mandel. And this house, the light fixtures are the original light fixtures. The granite countertop on this part here, I saved. The island we had to do, and I did get rid of that really ugly hood. And this house was built in 1969 up on Sugarloaf. The all white now, from the person that wanted, not the person that wanted color, the after of this one was the person that wanted color. In this home, we did all new cabinets, and that one's the one that's 1.5 inches off, new railings, new furnishings, and now where the fireplace used to be was on that wall where the sofa is, and we flipped that to the other wall. And that home, where that sofa is, has a straight view of the Flatirons now. And before, you had your back to the Flatirons the way this house oriented. And this is the after of that house that shows the hood gone and the reuse of the granite and the reuse of the light fixtures. And anytime I can, I try to reuse. And we can update, we can paint, we can change it, but we don't have to throw it away.